Today we're going to be making what I'm calling a mystery creature door. Our learning targets are I can create three-dimensional sculptures and I can use art to tell a story. Supplies we'll need today are a big sphere of clay and a smaller sphere of clay, water, some clay tools like this wooden stick, a toothbrush, and no, I don't use that to brush my teeth, and this thingamajig right here called a doily. So let's get started. Place your doily flat on your wax paper and grab your bigger sphere of clay. What we're going to do first is press down on our big sphere of clay, flattening it like a pancake. What we're doing right here is creating a clay slab. So press down evenly around the entire sphere of clay, flattening it like a pancake or a chocolate chip cookie. You don't want it to be super thick like it was in sphere form, but you also don't want to flatten it to where it's really thin. Then lift it off of your doily, leaving behind this awesome texture. So if you look, my slab of clay is about the thickness of a chocolate chip cookie. All right, get your popsicle stick and cut off a flat, straight line at the bottom of the circle that you created, and just put that piece to the side. This is the bottom of our mystery door. Using your wooden stick tool, we're going to cut out a big curved arch-like line. So trace it with your wooden stick first before you go ahead and start cutting out. Once you're happy with the arch that you made, go ahead and start cutting it out. Now we're going to start adding all of the details to our door now that we have the door shape all cut out. Along the outside edges of my door, I'm going to start making some cobblestones. So from my smaller sphere of clay, I'm going to break little pieces off, roll them into circle or oval-like sphere shapes, and cut them in half with my popsicle stick tool. In order to attach these to my door, I'm using the scratch attach method. So go ahead and dip your dirty toothbrush in the water, scratch up the surface of your door, and attach the cobblestones. So water is really helping these two pieces of clay stick together, but in order to help them, you need to scratch up the surface a little bit. So go ahead and make those small, tiny spheres of clay look like little cobblestones and add them to your door shape. Now I really want you to watch this entire video before starting yourself, just because I'm showing you how I'm making my door and the things that I'm adding to my door. Your door can look completely different from mine. The only thing that's going to be similar really is the shape of the door. Everything else, like the cobblestones or the fancy archway that I'm making to go on top of my door, those things are all up to you. So I really want everybody's door to look unique to them. So think about different things you can add to your door while you watch me make mine. So I'm just trying to add a fancy little archway at the top of my doorway. And what's great about clay is that if you think you made a mistake or you just simply don't like what you've made, you can just squish it back up and start over. Clay is super forgiving. I'm making this fancy decorative piece of my archway from a clay coil. Clay coils are just long rolled out strips of clay that look like straight lines or snakes, and then you can mold them into whatever shape or line that you want. So we made a clay slab for our door, which is a flat piece of clay. And for the archway, the top decorative piece on my door, I'm rolling out what are called clay coils. Some more details I'm adding to my door are things like windows, a doorknob with a little keyhole, and I'm rolling out really skinny, tiny clay coils as vines wrapping around my cobblestones. I'm also making some leaves to go on those vines and small little flowers. I have to leave my mystery creature door out to dry overnight before I can paint it. We have to use tiny little brushes today to paint our mystery creature doors because we have tiny little parts to paint. And I want you to keep every little detail of your mystery door nice and neat looking. I want you to take your time painting every little part and try to stay in the lines. So what that means is I want to see high quality work, and I want you to take your time painting every little tiny detail that you have today with your small brush. As an assessment today, I want you to answer the following question. How did we create a three-dimensional sculpture? And how is this different from drawing a mystery door on paper? I also want you to fill out your tiny little book that is all about your mystery creature. This is going to narrate your art.